to license the...
Meep, meep.
Hi everybody, and a warm welcome back to Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers. I'm Andrew, and on the bench today is a 2020 Advent calendar from Porsche. This was a very special early Christmas gift from my lovely wife Petra, who knows what I love. You're familiar with the normal type of Advent calendar where you open a little door or window every day for a chocolate or a treat. This one is a bit different. It comes beautifully packaged, as you would expect from a Porsche product, and this high gloss magazine. It's written in 2 languages, German and English. The book is filled with interesting historical facts about the Porsche company, its founder, its beginnings, the move to Zuffenhausen, Stuttgart after the war, some famous drivers, the King of Cool, Steve McQueen, who was Mr. Porsche, and every page has a small instructional on what to do with the item that comes out of the box. So every day of Advent I open one box, and inside is a piece. The first one is the plastic base, a mini diorama that the finished 911 will sit on. And I'll put that off to the side. I'll just open a couple of boxes here for you on the video to show you. I did this day by day, and then I would read the page in the book. These are just the small rubber feet that go on the bottom of the diorama. And you get the idea of what that's like. When all the boxes are emptied and flipped around, I got this little poster that fits inside. That was kind of cool as well, filled with little surprises and interesting things. And here are all the pieces at the end of the month laid out on my desk, ready for assembly. They even include the little screwdriver and the screws that you need. So if you're all set, we'll get started. You saw boxes 1 and 2 with the large rectangular base. Here I'm just putting the rubber feet on the bottom one by one, and that actually does afford it some good traction on top of the desk. Yeah, the Porsche is a family car. Look at that. Bring your tree home in it. This is actually a Welly model. It's a 1:43 scale size of a 1965 Porsche 911 2.0. Just in case you might forget that. There's the little display. 60s is one of my favorite eras for the Porsche, and the 911 is maybe everybody's favorite. I flipped the base over, and there's a couple of mini electronic components that go in here, because this is going to be, when completed, a little push button that lets you hear the sound of a revving engine. That's kind of a cool idea. There's the battery pack, a couple of AA's. And everything fits together nicely the way that it should. I thought that was a fun little feature that was involved in this project. And although I open the boxes one a day over the Advent season, I'm doing the build all together. It only took me about 45 minutes to put everything in its place. And it all worked perfectly and fine. Is it snowing where you are? I hope so. I'm from Canada, and it's just not the same if it's not a white Christmas. The rear exhaust snapped on the back, and this is a front diffuser that goes on also, and the interior has a very nice houndstooth print on the seats that was common in the mid-60s. So it's period authentic. This is the little speaker unit that goes in there with the sound of the engine in it. All covered up for dust protection. And the on-off switch. There's a little green button I put in from the bottom. And when depressed, that will activate the small circuit. Because this car is a gift to me, it's not going to be one of my giveaways. I will keep this and display it proudly. I'm not sure I'm going to display it on the diorama that I'm finishing here, but it was a fun part of this project to put it all together. There's a nice winter scene from Switzerland where I live. We have just entered another 1-month lockdown because of the coronavirus, and once again the borders are closed to neighboring Germany and France. But I have to give thanks during this Advent season for my good health and my lovely family, who are also healthy but spread out around the world, and we will not be able to be together, just my wife and I, alone at home this season because of travel restrictions. And I hope wherever you are, you're able to meet with some family and friends and let your mind and your heart dwell on the positive things of this past year, not all of the negatives, which easily add up and quickly. I'm sure 2021 will be a great new year for everybody. Let's have a look at the little 911 all finished up. The 1 to 43 scale size cars always afford so much more detail than the 1/64 scale models that I normally work on. Look at those seats in the front, cool. Beautiful tires and rims, period correct. Welly makes very fine products. And I happen to like the Irish green on this one. Here it is in my little diorama for you to have a look at, and from all different angles, whichever way you look at a 911, it's a stunning car. Well, I thought this was a very thoughtful, loving gift from my precious wife, Petra. I love you, honey, and even though you don't watch all my videos, those who do know you're special too. So here is my heartfelt year-end thank you to all of my subscribers, old and new. Thank you for supporting Maple Leaf Matchbox Makeovers in this, its very first season online. I'll see you next year for season 2. Until then, it's coffee time.